This is a short video about how to figure out what essays you need to write as you apply to college. Let's start with some numbers. Here's some application information about a few popular North Carolina universities. The number on the left is the number of applicants, and the number on the right is the acceptance rate. As you can see, there's a lot of good news here for North Carolina residents. You could also look at this and say, 21,000 people applying to NC State. How will my essays ever stand out? Do my essays really matter? Well, there's a lot of evidence that if your high school GPA and standardized test scores fall within the average to above average range for that school, and you can find that information on a school's website, then as long as you put together a grammatically correct and coherent essay, you're going to be fine. But if you're someone who's on the bubble with your test scores and GPA, or maybe you had a rough start to high school and your freshman grades weren't that great, or you're applying to one of these schools, then yes, your essays really matter. There's a lot of info out there that indicates that great essays alone won't get you into college, but that bad ones can keep you out. So the challenge: write an essay that reveals exactly who you are, makes you sound brilliant and humble at the same time, and helps you stand out from the other thousands of applicants. The solution? Keep calm and make a plan. So how do you make a plan? First, go to the website of every school you're interested in and find out exactly what the essay requirements are. Because here's a secret: it's rarely just one essay. Most people know about the 650-word personal narrative essay. It's also known as the college essay. But almost every school is going to ask for a couple other small essays. They're usually 250 words or so and are referred to as supplemental essays. And some colleges place just as much emphasis on these smaller essays as they do on the large one. So find out what essays each school wants. Then stop and ask yourself, what do I want this school to know about me? Then figure out which essay prompts allow you to tell that school those things. A lot of people get hung up on the prompts, and I'm not saying not to answer the prompt. I am saying to be strategic. Figure out how to make them work for you. Let's look at an example. Say you want to apply to UNC Chapel Hill. You navigate to that school's admissions page, and here you can see that path. Now the website will direct you to the Common App website to actually apply, but they will tell you on their blog this year's supplemental essays, and here they are. I once worked with a student who was active in his school's Academy of Finance, and he knew he wanted to study finance in college. He wrote his 650-word personal essay about that plan. He was also on the drum line in his high school band and had been there all through high school with the same group of guys. So he chose to use this first prompt: tell us about a peer who has made a difference in your life. This allowed him to write about the camaraderie he shared with the other guys on the drum line and also to write about his commitment to the band. So again, the idea here is to be strategic and figure out how to make the prompts work for you. So once you know the essay requirements for all the schools you're interested in, you're ready to make your plan. I recommend that you create one document and put all the prompts from all the colleges there. Be sure to include the word counts and deadlines. And the reason is that seeing everything in one place could help you realize that you can reuse essays or parts of essays in other places. Say you're applying to 5 schools. Wouldn't it be great if a supplemental essay for school number 2 could also be used for school number 3? And how about if you're accepted to your first choice school in December and you'd like to apply for some scholarships later? Maybe you could repurpose an essay you wrote for school number 4 as a scholarship essay. Having everything in one place will help you do this. So once you know what you have to write and you've made your plan, you're ready to take the next step: selecting your topics.